Hey, good morning everybody. Today is Tuesday, June 7th, 2016. My name is Cliff Backus and this is your pushbuttonstocktrading.com daily video market review. Let's get started this morning by taking a look at our spectrum analyzer. It's important that we identify where the leadership in the market is. To that end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors Spectrum Analyzer, to identify market leadership on a daily basis. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 15 came from the biotech industry, 8 from midstream oil and gas, 7 from application software, 6 from consumer finance, and rounding out the top 5, we had specialty pharmaceuticals with 6 stocks in the 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups. I like midstream oil and gas here. I think that's worth keeping an eye on. Also, biotech and specialty pharmaceutical have also been strong recently, and consumer finance seems to be a good place to be looking for strength in this market. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. As you know, I believe the Russell 2000 is the key to the market going forward here. And yesterday, the Russell seemed to have decisively put this support, minor support area in the 1156 range behind it. We'll now watch and see if the Russell can make an assault on the 1205 range. Let's see what the Nasdaq Composite's up to. But before we do that, stocks gapped higher and never really looked back yesterday, although volume was light. Bulls would have liked to have seen at least average daily volume on the type of increases in the indices that we saw yesterday. All things considered, however, it wasn't a bad day for the bulls. The Nasdaq tested its April 19th high in the 49.69 area, but wasn't ready to take that level of resistance out yet. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 bettered resistance in the 2100 area, but couldn't top resistance in the 2116 range yet. Distribution's no longer concerned. Currently, both the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 only have 3 distribution sessions in the past month, and we haven't added a distribution day in over 2 weeks. In light of recent market strength and the lack of recent distribution, the Investors.com market outlook is indicating a confirmed uptrend in the market. Meanwhile, our market timing model is on our most aggressive buy rating, a margin signal. A margin signal indicates that aggressive traders can leverage their portfolios utilizing margin. More conservative traders should continue to work toward fully invested. Monday, advancing issues topped decliners by about 7-3. New highs continued to handily outperform new lows. According to our Ramosi ratio, small capitalization stocks bettered large and continued to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. Bulls prefer to see the small caps outperform. Our Ramosi swing timing model is indicating an extremely overbought condition in the market, but keep in mind, extremely overbought markets can become severely overbought. It appears that the market sorted itself out in favor of the bulls, and while both the Nasdaq and the S&P have struggled with resistance in this area, both appear poised to better significant resistance areas. Our distribution count is not a concern. Our market timing model is on its most aggressive buy signal. Traders may want to be working toward fully invested, but as always, keep your stops current and in place. Okay, yesterday the Nasdaq was up 26.19 points, or just over 0.5%. We closed at 49.68, and notice how we struggled with resistance up here in the 49.69 area, and with resistance at this long-term trend line. This trend line goes all the way back to the beginning of the bull market back in 2009 and has served as an area of significant resistance over the past 6 months or so. We'll see if we can recapture this trend line. We'll see if we can put the 49.69 area behind us If we were able to do that, the next significant area of resistance is going to be up here in the 51.64 range. Yesterday, trading volume was below the prior day and below average. For you followers of William O'Neill, we are in a confirmed uptrend in the market. We have been since February, and we have 3 distribution days. Insignificant distribution. Notice that we haven't added a distribution day to our account in over 2 weeks. Our market timing model right now is on our most aggressive signal, a margin signal, and that indicates that aggressive traders can leverage their portfolios utilizing margin. More conservative traders should be working toward fully invested. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. S&P yesterday was up 10.28 points, or just under 0.5%. We closed at 2109, taking out the psychologically important 2100 area again. But we blocked at resistance up here in the 2116 range. We'll see if we can recapture that area of resistance. Right now we're bracketed by resistance up here in the 2116 area, and minor support at the 50-day moving average, but more significant support down here in the 2044 range. Yesterday, trading volume was about average, was below the prior day. The S&P 500 is currently in a confirmed uptrend with just 3 distribution days in the past month. Again, that's insignificant distribution, and we haven't seen a distribution day on the S&P in over 2 weeks. Notice we have this bar, which looks like distribution, but because the S&P was down less than 0.2%, that day doesn't count as distribution. So we haven't seen a distribution day in over 2 weeks in the S&P 500. Right now the S&P 500 is on a margin signal. Before we go, I only have one stock that I want to take a look at today. HD Supply Holdings was a spin-off from Home Depot, and recently has been working on this long-term first stage base with a pivot point up here in the 3681 area. We also have put in this flat base, more aggressive entry point, with a pivot point in the 3551 range. Home Depot Supply gets a 72% checklist rating, and yesterday noticed that it traded higher trading volume than any down day in the past 10 trading sessions. That's our definition of a pocket pivot. Notice how we held support at the 21-day exponential moving average, which we show here in pink, and our 10-day simple moving average, which we show here in green. HD Supply can be bought by aggressive traders here on the pocket pivot in anticipation of the breakout in the 3551 area, and eventually the breakout from the consolidation area in the 3681 range. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson Liqueurs Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohannes & Liqueurs Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohannes & Liqueurs, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohannes & Liqueurs Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohannes & Liqueurs Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohannes & Liqueurs, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push-button stock trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push-button stock trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push-button stock trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push-Button Stock Trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push-Button Stock Trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.